Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Toy Freedom. I'm here at the Vintage Toy Freedom headquarters in the lovely Erlanger, Kentucky. And today we have a Snowstorm version 2 from the G.I. Joe Battle Corps line. Um, this guy originally was supposed to be part of the Eco Warriors subset, but when that was canceled, he was quickly kind of repurposed for the Battle Corps line. The first version, he doesn't have any of the blue, he's a white and orange. So they redid this. But if you find the version 1, same accessories, same card back, same file card, so there's really no variation between those two. It's just a different figure. Now, they did make a Snowstorm version 3 in 1994 as part of the Star Brigade line. Or no, it was still Battle Corps, sorry. He's kind of a gray and black color scheme, and he has a lot of the same, maybe all of the same weapons. They're just kind of a tan. He's pretty hard to find. I have him. I don't have his weapons. He's a little bit tricky to find. So we're gonna open this guy up because I have him. I don't have his stuff. You can see he's kind of twisted in there, and the card isn't horrible. It's not horrible, but there's some fraying. There's some warp. There's some sticker residue, and then he's in there like kind of twisted in half. Which sometimes I don't know if somebody did that. You can see there's kind of a dent in that bubble. You might be able to kind of straighten it out, but for me, as somebody who's kind of particular about certain things, that bothers me, that he's not standing, kind of straight. His torso is twisted, his arm is twisted. That kind of drives me nuts. So I couldn't, even if I wanted to, I couldn't display this. I would have to open it or sell it because, again, it's going to be kind of, there's no way you're going to get him to stand normal with the way he is. So we're going to bust this guy open, and his glacier gun really shoots. An interesting fact about him: his name is Guillerno Willie Suarez, and he was born in Havana, Cuba. So there aren't too many Joes that were not born in the United States. I can think of Taurus. I can think of, there's one in Canada. There's a couple in terms of the Joes, not the Cobras, but there are a few that are not born in the United States. So we're gonna bust open the Snowstorm version 2. He's a high-tech snow trooper. And it's kind of fraying down here in the bottom, so it's pretty easy for us to get this guy going. Kind of let you zoom in on that and see how he's doing there. It's just such a good feeling, right? I mean, this brings me back to 93. I didn't have him in childhood, but I definitely had Wetsuit. I had Flak Viper. I had Dr. Mindbender. I had Barricade. I had Heat Viper. I think that might have been it. This was kind of when I was getting out of it. I was about 10 years old or so when these were coming out, so it's kind of getting out of it. Definitely had some Ninja Force. I remember very clearly melting Dr. Mindbender with some hairspray and a lighter at my neighbor's house. So Snowstorm. There's some instructions in case you don't know how to put it on a figure stand. If you can't figure out how to put the missile in the missile launcher, there's some instructions there, so that is always helpful. So let's check this guy out. Let's see. He's all twisty-wisty. His O-ring's pretty good. I guess just when the where was this made? Taiwan? Hong Kong? China. This one was made in China. I guess the Chinese kids, when they were putting it into that packaging, I don't know, maybe they were not really paying attention because they've been at the factory for 20 hours with no sleep and no food. So, and you can kind of tell, hopefully you can tell, he's not really a pure white. So I think maybe this is set out in the sun. Actually, you see kind of where the thigh pieces meet. It actually looks kind of dirty. So I don't know if the bubble looks pretty good. I don't know if maybe some dust got in there. If there's like a tiny hole maybe right here. I don't know. But yeah, he's not really as white as he should be. You can see his elbows, that's the color that he should be. So he's a good opener because I think my personal one is kind of a pure white. So he'll look decent. He's got this missile launcher, which has been recolored for various figures from that line, trying not to break it. That's always the goal, right? And obviously he has a tree, so a white figure stand, which I think is pretty cool. I like the colored figured stands. I don't know if you can see some of the guys behind me, but I like to kind of match them to some of their color schemes. So this would be good for like Snow Job or Iceberg. either the Storm Shadows version 1 or version 2. So I think that's kind of cool to sort of match them. They obviously, one thing you might have noticed if you're a collector, some don't fit certain figures' feet. This one says copyright 92. So there are different molds for the different figure stands. A couple actually have pegs that are designed for the left foot, which is not too common, but they do exist. I actually have, I'm struggling with this off here. So got a missile in here. Let's see. I'm going to shoot. Let's shoot modular lock. Let's see. Pow. There you go. Right in the face. He's got a knife. You always need a knife when you're out in the cold, in case you want to cut open some some tauntauns and sleep inside of them. Your buddy can come and save you. Yeah, we got this white figure stand there. He's got some serious snow boots going on. I like them. They're cool. I don't know if you can see that right. All these books here. Too many books on my bookshelf, right? Not enough toys. So he's got recolored hit and run gun. He's got a what's that guy's name? I can't think of it. Bullhorn. This pistol, I think that's Hawk, and then some white missiles. So I mentioned different colored figure stands. I keep them all here in my vintage 7-Eleven Black Panther cup. I think that's pretty cool. It's copyright 1977. So you got some purple ones. Those go to Dawson and Sagat. I don't know. From Street Fighter 2. Two different black ones. Those are 88. Those are probably the most common ones you're going to find. Also an 88 one. This orange one, Astro Viper version 2. This blue one, I believe, is E Honda. And I think that's one of the ones. No. Never mind. Another black one from 88. Most of the black ones you're going to find the most common ones you're going to find are 88. So again, I like to pair the white ones up with certain figures. I mean, maybe it might look cool with Road Pig, kind of matches his hair, things like that. So so there you have it. So Snowstorm version 2, the high-tech snow trooper from Havana, Cuba. And thanks for watching. Yo Joe. Actually, wait, let me leave you with this. He says, if only I wasn't so good at my job, maybe I'd get assigned somewhere south of the equator. So there you go.